Okay, I'm waiting to see if Instagram's going to go live, so we're going to give it a second. Oh, look at that. How exciting. So it's 8:57. We're going to start in 3 minutes. If you're just joining, put in the chat that you're here. And I think I mentioned this one of the first Monday Mindset Magic streaming, that if you put something negative, which I'm not quite there to tell you to do that, but if you put a negative emoji or something not nice, the um, that the algorithm will send it to more people. Because honestly, this is challenging with algorithms unless people are jumping on or people are making comments, that it doesn't go anywhere. So literally after the streaming on my Facebook group that's 30,000 people, I can see that the lovely Facebook gods sent it to like 127. So if you're on and you're just going through your scrolling and you're like, "Oh, what is that?" Say that you're here, say hi, say boo, say I'm here for a Monday mindset magical shift, because here is the deal. Algorithms we have no control over, but we also have the ability to see if we can perpetuate it a little bit. The It's 8:59, so I'm going to look on here. Oh, hi. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Joe joined. Hi, how are you? Um, and I'm going to check in with Facebook just to see if there's any action going on there. I've got several groups. This is being streamed to all of my platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The only one I don't have, TikTok, because I don't have enough people. Hi, Brandy Michelle. Hi, Tanya. Yay, nice to see you. So we are going to get started here in just a second. Today, I'm talking about mindset on every Monday. And the idea about a mindset shift or start on Monday is to get your week off to the right start. So a lot of people go to your spiritual centers on Sunday and you get pumped up, and then Monday happens. And Monday, because the consciousness of the planet has now adopted Monday as the day that we go, I have to, whatever, fill in the blank. Typically, it's go to work. To begin on Monday morning and say, holy moly, I'm going to take that mind shift. If you did go someplace on a weekend that was a spiritual center and you got your mind uplifted, or in the alternative, you just had a really good weekend and you have this deflation that happens on Mondays. It's always such a great opportunity to start out a Monday and just literally say, how do I want to set my mind for the day and the week? And doing it every day is going to allow you to begin to create the life that you want. It all begins here. It all begins here. Literally, there's so many tools that I share about feelings and about emotions, and your body is now controlling your mind because you've downloaded so much information. And yet you can begin to chip away at this just bite by bite by bite. It's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. And one of the greatest ways that people have talked about this forever, and I think for me, affirmations get a little bit of a bad rap. I probably do a part of that as well, is because we just say affirmations like, I am rich, I am happy, I am this. And the problem with an affirmation that is like that is that it lands on your unconscious that doesn't believe it. So I want to talk to you about affirmations from a little bit different perspective today. And you can use some of these affirmations that I'm about to share with you in your day-to-day activities today and throughout the week. This will always be up where you can record it or you can take the transcript, whatever works for you. And I want to share it from a different perspective. Because what happens with our mindsets are simply an amalgamation of thoughts that we have come up with, that we've downloaded into the program, and then we repeat it over and over. Basically, what we do every single day is we copy and paste yesterday into today, and we expect that we are going to get a different outcome from yesterday to today when we've just cut and paste yesterday into today. So we have to begin to say, well, what would I like to create instead, not copy and paste? Affirmations are a great, great, great place to do that. And I want to give you another tool to put on top of that so that when you say these affirmations, that you begin to integrate them. So it's not just about saying an affirmation. Saying an affirmation, if you say an affirmation and your mind doesn't believe it, then you will repel it. And so literally you would have to say it 1,000 times a day to really have it begin to incorporate into your beingness. And that's just, most people aren't willing to put in the time and effort. So I want to talk about the idea of affirmations, starting with a quote from Einstein, that Einstein said, we cannot solve problems at the same level of thinking that we were at when we created those problems. If you think about that, if you are in the same frame of mind, as I said, if you've copy and pasted yesterday into today, there's absolutely no way that you're going to solve whatever's coming up for you in this day with the same copy and paste mentality that you had yesterday. So we have to begin to open ourselves up to what is it that I'm actually thinking? And there is a great book by a woman by the name of Byron Katie called Loving What Is. And I've had an opportunity to coach several people this week, and everything really boils down to getting grateful for where you are right now. That is really the key to all of this, besides the thought process, is to begin to be grateful for where you are. And I don't mean just, oh, I'm so grateful for the house that I live in. I'm so grateful for my car. To really feel you are so flippin' grateful for whatever is happening in this very moment. Now, if you have a thought process that you copied in from yesterday that says, wow, that day really sucked, or that part of my life really sucks, and you bring it in here, you're going to get more of the same. But having this opportunity to be so grateful for what is happening for you in this very moment allows that energetic vibrational force to bring more of that good into your experience. So the affirmations that I'm going to share with you now are affirmations about you changing that mind, that vision to see things for your good. Because I've said this, I don't know, I have so many social media channels that I say it over and over, is that you, God, the world, the earth, the universe is for you, for you, for you, for you. It's always saying yes. It's saying yes to whatever thoughts you have. So when you get up in the morning and you say things like, I know that I am drawing my good to me. Don't say it, I know that I'm drawing my good to me. Say, I know I am drawing my good to me. Right now, wherever you are, say it out loud if you don't want to. If you're alone, you can, but declare that. Literally stand up and say, I know that I'm drawing my good to me. And the fact is if you do that, you will begin to feel that vibratory resonance within you, because these are not just affirmations, they are declarations for what you want in your life and how you are going to show up today. Here's another great one. There is a silent power of attraction within me, which is irresistible, right? Say that to yourself. There's a silent power of attraction within me that is irresistible. So you are so irresistible to good. When you say that and you declare it and you own it, that's not just an affirmation, that is a declaration. And when that good is irresistible to you, there's nothing that can't come to you. It is absolutely fantastic. This one is, I am filled with calm confidence with the expectancy of good. So you see, each one of these affirmations is you expecting. You're changing your mindset to, oh my gosh, because we have this ability to plan out our day in a negative way. This opportunity is to plan out your day for a good result, for an absolute magical result. So begin to literally set your day instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I have 15 meetings and I hate my boss and my coworker is so annoying every time I show up. And that traffic, oh my gosh, I can't stand the thought of getting on the freeway. I think I'm just pull the covers up over my head, right? None of that needs to be your mindset beginning in this very moment. Today and every day, I expect good. I expect good. When you put in an order at a restaurant, right? You give the waiter your order. You say, I want a hamburger and fries. And you expect them to bring that. That's the declaration. That's the confidence that you say these declarations with. You are expecting good to show up. Now, when you expect something, right? Like, for instance, you go to a restaurant and you expect the waiter to bring you a hamburger. You're not expecting the waiter to bring you shrimp and grits unless you ordered it. So when you send the order out, I expect good, you actually are waiting for him or her to bring you the hamburger, right? You don't think something else is going to happen. So when you make these declarations, you say to yourself, I expect it, and then you look for it. You're actually out there in the world, and I've talked about this many times, reticular activation. When you start to see and expect good, it shows up because you're looking for it instead of looking for the problems, which are the cutting and the pasting of yesterday. This is one of my favorites. My life is an adventure. We are all adventurers. We are all explorers. We are exploring our world to see the magic that's here. So every single day when you wake up and say, my life is an adventure, you have a different mindset than, oh my gosh, another day, same shit, different day. That is that is an affirmation right there. So we now have an opportunity to look at life differently. I know that wonderful things are going to happen to me. I know wonderful things are going to happen to me. Wonderful things. And once again, that expectancy, when you expect those wonderful things, anything the slightest, because what our programming is we will take the slightest experience that's negative that we've experienced before and turn it into a mountain, a molehill into a mountain. Same thing with this good. I'm expecting all this magnificent wonderfulness. These wonderful things are happening to me. And then you notice and you build on every wonderful thing that has happened to you. I know that everything I do shall turn into good for myself and for others. So this is just expanding this one more level so that when you're having something magical happen to you, you also know that that's happening for everybody around you. Because allowing other people to be in your energy vortex, to allow them to see who you are, will bless their day. And that is one of the other great principles of abundance, is give something away. So we'll talk about that next week on this Monday. Now, the thing is that when we begin to have pushback from ourselves about, oh, because believe me, your mindset is still conditioned with all of these old thoughts. Byron Katie, as I said, wrote this wonderful book, and she has 4 questions. And I want to share those questions with you because you can begin to do this today when the other thoughts come up, when you're doing these affirmations and you're sharing with yourself, oh my gosh, it's an amazing day. I'm expecting good. And this other little ego mindset over here says, no way, Jose, that's bullshit. Here's the deal. Question number 1. Whenever that thought comes up, you're not worth it. Oh, it's going to be another day just like yesterday. This is how life is for me. All of the things that you tell yourself that are not serving you with those thoughts. Question number 1, is it true? Now, first question is it true? And most people, because we're very locked into our thoughts and our beliefs, of course you want to say yes. Of course it is. That happened to me at this experience, and it happened to me when it happened again. So of course it's true. Here's the kicker. It's only a story that we're telling ourselves. But this is the second question, can you absolutely know it's true? Literally, can you absolutely know that it's true? And the answer is no, absolutely no. In other words, could you prove that it's true? Now, here's the thing, whatever thought process you may have that's a limiting belief, I can tell you that there's arguments against what your belief is because it's not true that you are to be here and be unhappy. But when you begin to examine your own thoughts and you begin to say, absolutely true, and you dissect the fact that it isn't absolutely true, it's not true in every instance. Whatever that thought is, I am not good enough. Well, is that absolutely true? You're good enough in these circumstances. You're just not good enough in this circumstance. So these are really powerful questions, and it's one of those things that it's an aha moment when you begin to look at your own thoughts and beliefs that are keeping you stuck. This question 3 is incredible. How do you react, or what happens when you believe this thought? Whatever this thought is that's coming up for you, that's pushing against these lovely affirmation declarations that you're going to say this morning. How do you react? What happens? What is the feeling in your body that you're getting? And this is a very short explanation of a very in-depth modality, but it's a great place for you to begin to look at what are some of the thoughts that you're having that are just keeping you stuck. So what is it that happens? What other thoughts come up? What feelings are you having? And then the best out of all of them is, what would happen if you didn't have that thought? What if you didn't have that thought that says I'm broke? What if you didn't have that thought that says I'm not enough? What if you didn't have that thought that I don't have any friends? What if you didn't have that thought that says I can't go outside? I can't, I can't, I can't. What if you did not have that thought? What would life be like? So I told you I would keep these really short to 15 minutes. Those are the things you want to begin to pay attention to today. Use those declarations. And when the ego mind, the subconscious thoughts that are there and programmed start to rear their lovely heads, ask those 4 questions. Is it true? Can I prove that it's true? What does it make me feel like? And what would it feel like if I didn't have that? What would my life be like? And then begin to feel that energy of what that would feel like to have that magical life. This is a opportunity for you to set Monday up for the best possible day ever. And as I always say, start out the day by saying, I'm living the best day of my life, because truly you are every single day. And we never know if this will be the last day of our life. So live like you are dying, as the country western song says. I have amazing social media channels with lots of free downloads for all kinds of things, meditations, how to look at your abundance. And I would love it if you would follow me on as many channels as you enjoy. And today, have a magical day. Queen of Magic out. Bye.